Angelica. Thank you
Hello.
for being here today. How's your day going?
It's been okay.
It's been okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'd like to go over this assessment with you because it's our first time meeting. I'd like to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, I'll ask you a couple questions just to get an idea of why we're here in therapy and all of that.
Okay.
Okay. So could you describe your demographics? Like, for instance, your name is Angelica. What's your age?
I am 27 years old.
Okay. And your gender?
I am female.
Okay. What is your marital status?
I'm single.
Your sexual orientation?
Straight.
What does your socioeconomic status look like right now?
What do you mean?
Like, kind of like, do you have a job? Like, are you kind of financially stable right now?
Without looking, so no, I don't have a job.
Okay. And what do your living arrangements look like right now?
Living with a friend right now.
Okay. Okay, and we already talked about the employment part. What are your academic accomplishments? Did you graduate from college?
Yeah, I majored in international relations and French, and I did it at Davis,
Okay.
and I actually graduated in 2015.
Awesome. Okay. And you went? Did you go to UC Davis straight out of high school?
I did. I was fortunate enough to do so, and I went straight.
That's great. Okay, so do you have any cultural or socio-cultural factors that you want to like bring up right now at this time? That maybe just you think I should know that have to do with like your demographics?
Like for what though?
Just in general,
Uh-huh.
or we can come back to it.
Can we come back?
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, so what I kind of want to know is why you're seeking services. So what brings you in today?
I have a lot of issues,
Mhm.
and I know that it's been affecting the way I like do things, and it's like hindered my ability to, be stable. I think I have like a bunch of bad habits, and I need to like, you know, figure out what those are, and then learn how to move from there.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you kind of have some issues going on at this moment in time, and there are some bad habits that you'd like to work on to better help you in the future.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Alrighty, awesome. So these kind of issues or like bad habits that you have kind of going on, what kind of is like the frequency? Like is there a specific issue that you'd like to touch on, or is there kind of like a frequency of these issues that have happened within this time period?
Well, it's like hella weird because I I find myself like digging myself into a hole, and so like that has to do with everything. Like I just keep going until like I'm like either super depressed or like can't handle something. And it's happened. Like it wasn't something that I would like live with, but it's something that I've been experiencing as an adult.
Okay. Um, so as an adult, like since what kind of like what age would you say that this started happening?
I'm gonna say like around. I'm gonna say 23 and forward.
23 or 4?
And forward. Like
Okay, forward, 23 and forward. Okay.
Yeah.
So 23, like maybe like 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think that there is like on a scale of 1 to 10, how severe do you think these problems might be for you, or like how severe do you think it's impacting your life right now?
I'm gonna say severe.
Okay. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, can you give me a
I'm
number?
gonna say like a 9.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so could I ask if you have any used with substance? Like
No.
drinking, alcohol, marijuana, anything like that?
I mean, I drink, but I don't. Not an alcoholic.
Okay. So like more socially?
With more social.
Okay. So now I'd kind of like to ask you a little bit about your family history, just to see if maybe it has anything to do with your presenting problem. Do you have both of your biological parents?
No.
Okay. Which do you have one of your biological parents?
Yes. My mom.
Your mom. Okay. Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have a sister, I have a brother, and I have a shitload of siblings that I haven't met.
Okay. Do you have any like close relatives who, or like relatives who you're closer with than others?
Yeah.
Okay. And friends. Do you have friends? Like how many? Do you have like a lot of friends, a little bit of friends?
I think I have a lot of friends. And I have a lot of good friends. I'm gonna say maybe like over 5 good friends.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so could you tell me kind of a few things that you think that you do very well? Like, what are your? Do you have any like positive things that you, maybe things that you're really good at or that you do really well?
I'm good at engaging in conversation with other people. I'm like very like emotional, so I feel like I attract a lot of people to like tell me whatever it is they're feeling. I'm also motivational, especially with like youth. I'm always trying to like guide them, and I think I do. I mean, I feel like I do well.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. So, what is kind of like your motivation to do that? Like, what motivates you to like help people? Because it kind of seems like you like helping people. Is that, and especially youth? So, what kind of like motivates you to kind of do that?
Well, I know like for the youth, I know it's that I want them to thrive and like to have what they need to pursue higher education or whatever it is their goal is. It doesn't even have to be higher education. I'm just like a caring person. And like I got that from my grandma. But I don't know why specifically youth. You know, maybe it's just easier. You know, because I have some experience and I can like just help.
Yeah. Do you think, like you said, a couple of your things that you do well, like you like to talk to people, you like to help people. Do you think that this helps you in your life like regardless of the issues that you have going on? Like,
I think it just depends because I know like it's nice to feel needed and to like there'll be times where like it makes me feel good, but it's also like okay, I'm genuinely like helping someone. But then sometimes it's like overwhelming because I don't know how to say no.
yeah, I can see that. Okay. So what is kind of like your desired outcome of therapy? Like, what do you expect to get out of the session, or for all the sessions to come? Like, maybe after let's say we do 5 sessions to 10 sessions. Like, what would make you want to say like, oh, this was a great like therapy helped me? Like, what would you like to get out of it?
I think it would be like that I'm healing and like I feel like because right now I know that I'm in depression. I know I can't self-diagnose myself, but I'm very very depressed. So I think that if I keep coming and I feel better, or like I don't know. Honestly, I think it's also tools like developing tools to like address the bad habits that I don't even realize that I have. Because I'm not afraid to talk about anything. I'll talk to you all down my story or whoever. But it's just so it's not talking that I need. I think it's just like more guidance.
Yeah.
On how to do the healing part.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I think we can definitely. I think with what's going on in your life and the positive things that you have going on and the fact that you're even just motivated to learn about these coping skills and everything, I think that's going to be really good, and I think we can definitely help you achieve that goal in therapy.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
Hi, so I just got out of the interview session with my client, and now I'd like to just kind of go over a mental status exam. So her appearance, she seemed like she got ready to come to therapy. Her hygiene was good, it was fine. I think my client kind of looked a little bit younger than she really is. She stated she was 27, but she did look a little bit younger. Maybe it could have been that she wasn't wearing makeup or anything like that. Her behavior was good. She was sitting down on the couch. However, she was using her hands to talk a lot, and she seemed maybe like a little on edge about what we were talking about. But I think that's kind of normal for all first sessions. I don't think there was any abnormal movement or anything like that. Her speech was great. Her articulation, rhythm was good. Everything she talked about was kind of like she had been to therapy before. I think that's another question that I could have asked, is if she had been to therapy before, because it kind of seemed like she knew, how to answer the questions, kind of what she wanted out of therapy. And yeah, she articulated it perfectly. I think they were kind of like a few things that I saw, like maybe a little bit irritable, maybe a little bit anxious, maybe a little bit excited to be in therapy or to be getting help that she needed. I definitely think there was some anxiety around it. I think the way I set up the couches so she could be sitting directly in front of me, I let her know that there was a camera that we would be talking into, and that she didn't have to show her face. I think the place was great. The time was great. I think maybe I could have talked a little bit louder, so then my client could have talked a little bit louder as well. I did recognize, she kind of talked a little bit about the fact that she has issues, or that she stated a couple times that she was depressed, and that she was going through some things, and it's been a couple of years now. So I think she wasn't scared to let me know how she was feeling. She definitely wanted to seek, help, and I think she was very logical, and there was not a lot of rambling. Like I said, like she knew what she wanted from this session. There was no substance use. Everything kind of seems like it's happened in her adult stages, and like I said, I think we can really help her. I think seeing her maybe once a week is fine, because she is an adult and she seems like she knows what she wants, and she's gonna go get it and go for it. I think I see a little bit of depression, like she said before, and there's definitely like a little bit of anxiety, on edge. So I think we will work with maybe some CBT to see if maybe, any feelings are kind of causing the behavior. and maybe some thinking.